What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games, or Baked ZacNovak. As you guys can see, I do have the webcam going with the VCam, so the background is kind of gone. If I move around, you can slightly see things in the background, which, yeah, they are there, but you guys kind of can't see it when I'm just sitting here being cool. So, in today's video, I did actually want to go over a run through of, well, the actual challenges, like the Ascendant Challenge, as well as the Spider Bounty. But as you can see, I can't actually even sign into Xbox. My Xbox, for some reason, just keeps signing me out. It's not letting me connect to the internet when I am actually able to sign in, so not really sure what's going on with that, but pretty much just wanted to say that, yeah, that is why the videos haven't really been up. The last couple of days, I haven't really even been able to get my Xbox to sign on or even sign into anything. So, yeah. Let's roll the intros, let's get straight into this, and I'm actually going to go over this week at Bungie, so let's get into it and I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so getting straight into the video, this week at Bungie, as you guys can see, this is, well, the Bungie's update from last week, which I do have to apologize that I didn't actually do a video on that, so I'm doing a video on that and the new one at the moment. So, with this, we did actually get to see what is coming in the future. We got the Volder Forge on December 4th, we've got the GoFan Forge on December 7th, the Raid on December 7th, which is literally only a few hours away, which is kind of crazy. We've also got the Dawning on the 11th. We've got the Izanami Forge on December 18th. We've got the Niobe Labs on January the 9th. We've got the exotic quest for the Draw, which I'm guessing is, well, an exotic hand cannon, most likely the Rose Last Word or something like that. 29th of January, and then we got the 5th of February Crimson Days. So pretty much look out for that. That is pretty freaking cool. There was actually a vid doc, which I'll have a link in the description for that if you guys do want to check it out. It is actually pretty cool, and you kind of go over what is coming in the future and the road ahead, which is pretty freaking awesome. Be going on, we also do actually get to see what is coming in the future for the gameplay calendar, and as you can see, there is a lot of stuff. We've got the Dawning, we've got the power increase, new vanity rewards, new triumphs, new law books, new rank rewards, Iron Banner, Crimson Days, private matches for Gambit power increase, new vanity rewards, exotic quests, new triumphs and law books. This thing is going on for the entire whole thing. As you can see, it's December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, and up to August, which is pretty freaking awesome and pretty crazy, because that means there is a lot of content coming. And I know people are a little bit upset with the actual DLC that did come recently. People are kind of upset because, well, we've kind of gone into it and it's different to other DLCs. We got to understand, and you guys got to understand, that these actual DLCs in themselves aren't supposed to be massively big things. They are pretty much being periodically dropping things into the actual game throughout the entire time, so it is more of a evolving DLC than just a complete DLC. That in itself is kind of bad, but also really good, because it means there is going to be new things coming at all times in the year. I'm really excited for it. Hopefully you guys are hyped for it. If you guys do want to actually check it out, then yeah, go on the Bungie page, have a look at it, and you can see what's coming in the future. We've also got Zor changes and Zor bounties, which this is something I am really freaking hyped for. But moving on. Now the raid, the Scourge of the Past raid. It is actually going live in a couple of hours, and as Bungie did state with the annual pass reveal earlier this year, they did actually mention the inclusion of a new raid lairs. This thing in itself actually is not a raid lair. The lairs in themselves were an actual extension on existing raids that actually existed. Now Black Armory's Scourge of the Past raid in itself doesn't actually fit in with that definition. In itself, it's more of the size between Crota and Last Wish. In itself, it is going to be pretty cool, and I'm hopefully actually going to get to watch it while people are actually running it live, because it is in a few hours. So I'm really hyped for that. Hopefully you guys do actually see this video before it actually does go live. I will have a link in the description if you guys do want to go and actually check out the well, I guess the actual live streams on Twitch. I don't really know if I can have a link that goes to all the Destiny ones, but we'll see how we actually go with that. If it's in the description, click on it. Moving on though. Now the power level in itself for a lot of people that are actually trying to go into the raid is 650. That in itself is pretty freaking cool. The soft cap again is still 500, but players under 550 in itself should actually see more prime engrams and receive a frequency higher than receiving regular kind of frequencies for high power bumps and stuff to actually help you reach end game levels. There will be a bunch of new stuff that's actually coming, as Bungie did actually state, and the 650 is only just an actual platform for now. We're going to actually level up even more in the future, but before we actually get to that, let's move on to the next thing in the video. Okay, now this thing in itself is pretty freaking cool. A package of gratitude. Now Bungie did actually state that people that actually played Destiny 2's Forsaken before October 16th would actually receive a Veterans of the Hunt rewards. This in itself includes a emblem, shader, and 2 emotes. Now this in itself does look pretty cool, and the emotes in themselves are pretty awesome. We've got coin flip, which is pretty much just like, you know, the Gambit style coin flip where you can kind of see what it is. It is actually going to be different colors at different times. As you can see, it is pretty freaking cool. I myself am kind of really hyped for this because, well, it changes colors, and that's pretty cool, I think. But yeah, we've also got the knife trick, as you guys can see here, which is just the flippy knife trick. I kind of like that because it's a little bit better than just standing there dancing or aiming your weapon at no one. It's cool. I like it. Moving on. Now the Dawning. This week at Bungie, well, a couple of hours ago, as it says 10 hours ago, they did actually state, come in and come in. Even you Guardians can catch a chill. Things have certainly changed since I last called this place home, but the Dawning is always here for us, just as we should always be here for each other. Eva Levante. Now Eva Levante is honestly a boss. If you guys want to actually go through and check out her lore, there will actually not be a link in the description because I can't be bothered actually finding that, but Google Eva Levante and actually look at her lore. She is pretty freaking cool, and she went through some crazy stuff when all the Guardians lost their light. Now with this actual live event, there is going to be different things than what we had in the past. This time around, we've actually got baking the goods. Now Eva has returned to the tower and brought her baking supplies with her. All players of Destiny 2 are invited to join the celebration. She will provide the oven and some ingredients to get us started, but us as Guardians will need to go out into the wild and actually gather more ingredients by defeating powerful enemies and completing various activities in Destiny 2. Now once you actually do have the ingredients, you can start combining them to create some tasty treats like Gala Doodles, which that in itself is... it's a good word there, Bungie. Gala Doodles. Gala Doodles. We've also got chocolate chip cookies, which if you just change the T or P to a T, it's a little bit bad. We've also got a few new recipes that in ourselves we'll actually have to go through and make some of the most delicious cookies. However, if we do mismatch things and mismatch ingredients, it can result in burnt edges, which in itself I think might actually be something to do with edge transit, because they said edges. That's just what I'm kind of going on. Edge transit, edges, you know how it kind of goes together. Anyway, they also state, you might be asking, what do we do with all these cookies? Well, friends, we've actually made a thorough actual thought where you have to go throughout the solar system and actually take eager cookies to eager people that want to receive them, and we'll get gifts. Now this in itself is actually showed by rewards in our own ways. There will also be bounties to complete along the cookbook. Wait, this is a preview of rewards you can actually receive in the actual future with this live event, enhancement codes, mods, legendary gears, and the Avalanche Heavy Machine Gun featuring random rolls. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we actually have a pretty cool looking legendary machine gun that has random rolls. Cool. Now, as you can see, we also have something that is pretty freaking cool. You can go through and be a real-life Santa Claus. Well, not real-life Santa Claus. You can be a Santa Claus in Destiny 2. Now, as us as Guardians go around and gather ingredients to bake our items, we will also gain progress towards unlocking the Festival Sparrow, which in itself is actually pretty stupid looking, but I really freaking want it because it is so stupid looking. It looks amazing. Sorry if you guys actually like it and I'm saying that it's stupid looking, but I really want it too, so don't judge me. Moving on though. Actually, you're not really moving on too far. We're kind of going down just two little scroll bits. Your new ride in itself will actually come with some pretty special perks. Now, these perks in themselves only really actually activate during the Dawning event. However, the one at the end actually activates at all times. First one is Glimmer Boost. While boosting the Sparrow, you spawn a Glimmer present every few seconds until your said boost runs out. Glimmer presents are then bursted open after a moment that players can then acquire that Glimmer, only active during Dawning. We've also got Glimmer Trick. When the player lands a trick with the Sparrow, 3 to 5 Glimmer presents are spawned. again only active during the dawning event. And we've also got instant summon on the Sparrow, reduced Sparrow summoning time significantly. So you press select, you press X, and your Sparrow's done. Cool, moving on. During this actual event, we'll have doubled drops. Now, Bungie does state as a new event means new wares for Eververse, which means you can have another set of Eververse gear that I'm not going to be able to get. But during the dawning event, they are actually continuing the tradition of double engram drops. So all players who are at the max level, depending on what the content they do actually earn, will receive both a bright engram and a dawning engram on every time they level up. There will also be a knockout list on the dawning engram system, so it's kind of preventing you from receiving duplicate items until you've earned all the new items. That's actually kind of cool, and I'm hoping that kind of goes with everything in the future. Moving on though to something really freaking cool. We've got the new high five emote. The multiplayer emotes in themselves are actually now live. Well, not live in the game, but they're going to be live when we do actually get the dawning, but they are alive, so we can actually do this. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I think. And if you are an avid Canadian, then you will definitely know what this is. It is, of course, the brawler style from hockey when you do actually get into a fight. I honestly think that this is the one that comes from either a older movie that is hockey, or it's coming from the one where it's like got that guy that plays Stifler. I can't remember what the movie's called, but it's one of those movies that he plays hockey and stuff like that. Yeah, moving on. Now, if you're one of those people that actually does want to go through and actually purchase things directly from Eververse, you can actually go through and purchase this emote, which is kind of cool because you make cookies, and yeah, it actually looks pretty awesome. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's only directly available for purchase with silver. Now in itself, Bungie does state, do you have a stockpile of bright dust piling up? Test will also offer ingredient packs in exchange for bright dust. If you do not have a lot of bright dust and are worried about other players getting to bake all their goods without having to play, don't worry. There will actually be a case that is solved in this event. Eva's Holiday Oven requires Essence of Dawning, which can only be acquired by playing activities in the game. So even if you want to stock up on some ingredients with the extra bright dust, you'll still need to go out in the wild and actually, you know, earn some of the fuel to feed your fire and actually make your oven burn, make those cookies and be amazing. Now, all of you guys are probably wondering, when is the dawning event actually happening? Well, Bungie does state, thank you for another wonderful year. We hope you'll join us in the tower for this special celebration. It starts on December 11th and finishes on January the 1st. So that's pretty much it. Now, let's check in on the Xbox and see if I can... Thank you, phone. Now, let's check on the Xbox and see if I can connect to Xbox Live or even sign in to my profile. Leave a comment down below and let me know, do you guys think that this is actually going to work? We shall see. 1 second, let's just click you. As we can see, we're back to the Xbox. Now let's sign in. Fingers crossed it actually signs in. Let's see if we can even get that far. Now, as you can see in the background, there is Xbox Live things going on. It's happening. There is Xbox Live connected. But for some reason, I just can't actually sign into my account. Yeah, so don't know what to do about that. It kind of does suck. As you guys can see, this is actually a different overlay than what I had before. This is the other overlay that I do have, which is pretty a simple one. But as it says, it looks like you're not connected to the internet. Check your connection and try again. Well, I actually want to get back to this one just because it's kind of cool around a little in the corner. As you can see, I click back onto my control, or I click back onto it, I go out, and as you can see, I've got internet. Internet is connected. There is actually, you know, internet here. But the problem is, I can't sign in, so yeah, don't know what to do. As you can see, let's just wait. And there, as you can see, it still has not done anything. So let's go offline. Let's check this out, right? I go offline. Now, if I'm offline, I should technically be able to just sign into my account. Like that, as you can see. Perfectly fine, signed in. However, when I do this, back to settings, network settings, go into it and I click online. Watch what happens. This is one of those things where I'm like, this is weird. All services are available. And that type open. Is this fixed? Did I fix this during the video? Does this mean I can get onto Destiny? Okay, guys. This is pretty much the end of the video. Sorry about this last bit where I'm kind of just babbling, getting upset with things. I'm going to jump onto Destiny 2. I'm going to go through and actually complete the Forge once again so I can see if I can get better loot and stuff like that. But until next time, this is ZacNovak. Do all that good stuff down below. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll be cheering like Karen and he was at cheering. But until next time, this is ZacNovak signing off. Peace out.